Justice League Odyssey issue 5. Joshua Williamson writing, Carmine Di Domenico on the art. So this is technically the end of the first arc. Although I'm going to be honest here, at the end of the issue when it said the end, I was like, really?
Was it?
Was that an ending?
Yeah. This is one of those things where it made me feel a little bit concerned about this writer shift, because it felt like this wasn't the end of the arc. This was going to just carry on, and then it went, oh, yeah, I mean, someone else is doing this now, so the end?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the stuff it sets up in this is still going to be like dealt with, but it felt like an excuse to end the trade here, because the first trade is issues 1 to 5, and I'm like, this does not feel like a conclusion to an arc at all.
In no way, no.
In no way, no. Honestly, this issue was probably one of the weaker ones for the most part. I like the dark side stuff and what that's setting up.
Yeah,
but
I agree with that.
The rest of it kind of felt like a lot of it was just fighting,
which looked pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, the art's pretty good, yeah. And, Jess making them all, like, space spikes was kind of cool. There was some fun little...
The page is the double page spread of Darkseid with, his plan and all that's coming up.
Yeah, because
it looks phenomenal.
Because he ultimately comes down to, is like, okay, I planted something here a long time ago, because there's a plan in place, a backup plan, in case Apocalypse gets, taken away or destroyed, that the new gods will live on. And then Cyborg learns when he, connects via Mother Box to... something. He basically realizes what Darkseid's plan was. The reason why Kolu took all these worlds and shrank them and hid them was because Darkseid was going to use all these worlds to form a new Apocalypse.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what the big game plan. And I like that revelation. It was just the fighting with the Azrael, or was it Rapture? Was it Rapture? That's not Rapture, is it? That's Rapture.
Maybe. He was just not Azrael to me. I'm not gonna lie.
It's on the cover. Hold on.
It's on the cover.
Yeah, Rapture. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Rapture, I wasn't really feeling. And then the final cliffhanger is that because Azrael's kind of denounced his beliefs, he's like, well, in that case, we're going to have to kill these gods. So he's got an army of knockoff Azraels to fight them, presumably. Yeah. I'm really mixed on this book now. I feel like, obviously, we weren't a fan when the art had to change, but it was like, whatever, we'll see where it's going. This issue is definitely the one that I've enjoyed the least, even though I liked what Darkseid stuff setting up.
Yeah, this feels like it's lost direction. When this book was announced, I had such a clear idea of what it was. And then there was obviously changes, and it got delayed. And the first couple of issues still felt like, okay, we're exploring, right? It's this trio exploring.
I'll be honest, I genuinely wonder if Williamson kind of got out of this book because it did have to change, and he's like, this isn't really what I was writing before. Can you put someone else on this, because this wasn't the idea.
I think it might be, because before we had the whole Darkseid as Hannibal Lecter style stuff. We started this with, there are all these old gods, there's some time travel shenanigans going on, right? And I feel like none of that's really that relevant in the last couple of issues. I feel like I think the first 3 issues, he had still been expected. He'd written them before he'd made a decision to leave the book.
Yeah.
4 and 5, I think he knew he was going. It was like, okay, here's what we got.
I get that feeling. And it's out on a busy week. Like, I don't know. Like, this is like, there's some books that we do in this show where I'm like, if we weren't doing this show, I'd probably stop reading them.
Yeah, this one, it almost gets given a little bit of extra time because it's technically a Justice League book.
It's a tie-in to the overall Justice League story.
It'll get maybe 2 issues under Abnett as a chance to see if it can regain some direction. It's easily the one that there might be other books that on a specific week I give a lower score to, but as a whole, it's the one I'm the least enthusiastic about.
Yeah, which is a shame, because I was excited for that more than Dark when they were announced.
Yeah, but Dark is undeniably the better book.
Oh, it is. But based on just Cruz being on the team, based on the artists, and just the general direction sounded cool. But all Cruz is still there, but the art's gone, and and the direction feels like it's gone.
Starfire's still there, but
yeah, it's a shame. And I was hoping it would be more personal stories, actually, because it was this smaller team of these smaller characters. And it feels like after the first couple, there's not really been much of a chance for any of them to do much beyond just have fights.
There's not. I will defend it slightly in that it's called Justice League Odyssey.
Sure, obviously I still expect an epic story overall, but I thought because it's a more focused team of 5, or even 4, even 5.
4. Yeah, I think I said the trio a few minutes ago. I forgot about Azrael.
Yes. So I thought because it was a smaller team, there'd be more time for that, and there hasn't been, at least recently. So it kind of, yeah, I just feel really disappointed with this book, and I don't really blame Williamson or even Sergio. I feel like both of those were kind of at the mercy of what DC forced them to.
I think it's something an editorial for this book. And it's, that was a big problem during the New 52 of things left and right being, okay, editorials meddling here. I feel like it hasn't been a huge problem recently, but definitely felt it on this one.
Yeah. And it could just be, we want this to tie into more of what Snyder's book's doing, so it has to change these things, and then because of that, it's this knock-on effect. I mean, at least if it's like amicable and it's like they actually give in and said, Wilson, if you're not feeling this anymore, that's cool. We'll just, you're still on Flash. We'll put you on something else that you're more passionate about. If it was more amicable, then I can kind of forgive it to a point because they're not burning a good writer over it. What are you rating Odyssey then?
It's like a 5, and a lot of that's down to Giandomenico.
I'll give it 5.5. I'll go 1/2 point up because of the art and because I do like the dark side stuff, and like there's a couple of fun moments in the fights. Like I say, Jess making the bikes was kind of cool. And
this is the thing, I agree with that. Like, I like those moments. I like the dark side thing. I didn't really enjoy reading the book overall.
That's fair. This was one of the last books I read. That's
What did Matt give it?
Oh, what did Matt give? That's a good point. What did I give it as well? Actually, now you mentioned it. Matt gave it a 7. All surprised at that.
I'm not. It's Matt.
I mean, it is on his low end, admittedly. I mean,
yes, he will be grilled.
But yeah, I would. Yeah, I'll give it 5.5.